Hello and welcome back. This is Sarah's Creative Solutions by Backyard Art and I'm Sarah. And this is now the final part of adding the sculptural detail onto the portrait bust of a child's head sculpture template that's been now assembled, and all that's left to do is to add the ears and the nose, and then the template will be complete, and then it's up to you then whether you add any more sculptural detail onto the actual finished piece. Now for the ear, you need to do all the detail, the sculptural detail, before you attach it to the head. That's what I would recommend. So it's up to you, obviously. So here I've just gone onto Google, typed in the anatomy of the ear, and I've got myself a nice picture of an ear there, as you can see. But if you've got somebody in mind that you want to sculpt for this bust, then obviously ask them if you can either take photographs of them and make sure you get all the decent photographs of the ear, back, front, upside down, whatever, or you could get them to sit live while you sculpt their ear if they're willing. So once you're happy with the sculptural detail of both ears, then it's time to look at attaching the back. The back is thick at the bottom, thin at the top, with a slight curve. And if you can try and draw a line as to where they're both going to be attached so they're even, but obviously you'd need to look at your sculptural reference, whatever you're using, to make sure that it matches. So now it's time to attach the back of the ear. So with these parts, the thickest bit is at the bottom and the pointy bit is at the top with a slight curve. So scratch the surface of the clay or score the clay with a serrated kidney or whatever you've got that's handy, and then apply the thick slip. Put some pressure between the two pieces of clay and then blend with the brush. If you'd like more instruction on how to make the thick slip, I do have a video free to watch on my YouTube channel, so check that out. So now I'm going to wrap them in plastic, give them a spray, while I attach the nose on the head. I'm doing this so that they don't dry out anymore and the shrinkage rate will be the same. So as you can see, I've already put a hole in the head where the nose cavity will be. This will allow the airflow from the head into the nose and will ensure equal drying so that there won't be any cracks or bits popping off in the kiln. So it's the same process again for the nose. So you'll need a sculptural reference. Obviously all noses are different. So if you've got somebody that you're trying to sculpt, then obviously ask them if you could take photographs of their nose, or ask them to sit while you sculpt their nose. You can attach the nose after you've sculpted it, like we did the ears if you want to. But in this instance I choose to attach and sculpt while it's attached. It's up to you. So as before, we're going to scratch the surface of the clay where the nose is going to attach to the head, and the same with the edge of the nose. So now I'm going to add the thick slip and then carefully attach it to the face by giving it a little wiggle. Blend in the joins with your sculpting tool and wet brush. And At this stage, remember not to press too hard because this is a hollow head. It's obviously only 5mm thick, so if you press too hard it will push inwards, and you want to avoid that because the head is a perfect shape at the moment. But of course, if you do make that error, then obviously you could just take it off the armature as it's not attached, put your hand on the inside of the head and push gently outward. So I've decided to add to the template. In the first video I showed you all the parts of the template, so this will be an addition and it will be on the template when you download it, so you can use it if you want to. This then gives you the position of the nostrils, which is then a very good foundation to add the ball of clay for the tip of the nose, and also that part that's in the middle of the nose that joins onto the upper lip. So as you can see, I've got a sculptural reference in front of me at the end of the nose, and I'm just sculpting out the nostrils to make sure they're even. It will just give a really good foundation to add the tip of the nose later on, so we're going to score and slip this in a moment. So I'm just scoring the end of the nose there now, where I'm going to add that extra part, and then the same on the nose, and use a thick slip and attach. Now once you've attached, blend in the join and then add some extra balls of clay to the end of the nose. So this is why it's important that you need to see what the shape of a nose looks like from these angles, below, above, to the side and so on, so that you can get the shape right. So now I'm marking out where the ear position would need to be. As you can see there, I've marked out using lines, eyebrow to the back of head, chin to neck area. Mark halfway on both lines and then join that line downwards. And that should give you the position of the ear. So don't forget to make a hole through where the ear cavity will be, so that the ear is also hollow and also will dry out evenly and not pop off in the kiln. And make sure that the ear canal hole is not blocked by any clay debris, so that the airflow still flows through. And then blend. Make sure the top of the ear is in line with that top line. So that's all the parts of the template that I provide in this design. So that's the ears, the nose, the head and the base. So now would be the time for you to decide whether you're going to add any more sculptural detail, eyes and lips and hair. That's what I'm going to do. So this is the base now wrapped in plastic, and I'm just showing you the different positions you could attach the head once you've finished sculpting it. It's a really lovely, versatile template to use, and it's quite easy to do really. I would say this one is medium level. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link for the template will be in the description below. If you're watching it on Instagram, the link will be in my bio. Thanks for watching.